Are you able to explain what the difference is? I understand the mold, but what is the difference in the idea of a bias ply and a radial?
But essentially, the radial tire is built in such a way in which it has belts running underneath the tread, and they're sort of interlaced in such a way that they provide stiffness and support for the tread. But you also notice that a radial tire typically has a profile that looks like it needs air.
Right.
I mean,
bulges. Yeah.
It looks like the sidewalls are softer, but that profile was actually a whole lot better than something with stiff sidewalls, because when you were trying to corner, the tire would just sort of pick up, and you would not keep the tread on the road if you were trying to corner with it. The radial tire had much better capability of keeping the tread on the road and a wider tire patch than you could with a bias ply tire. So that along.
And how? Okay, so the radial tire simplified. The belts are running like from bead to bead across the tire and progressively around the tire.
But not necessarily. But they'd be angled across the bead as well for different characteristics. So yeah, they would be stiffening it around the circumference of the tire. But then you might have a belt like that going from sidewall to sidewall. But then you would put other belts in at specific angles that would give you specific advantages in cornering and other characteristics that you were trying to design into the tire. Right.
Okay, and then what's the distinction between that and a bias ply belt? How did the bias ply belt run?
Well, the bias belted tires, well, because of the fact that they were using the clamshell mold, they were putting belts in, but they weren't anywhere near as efficiently being used as you could with a segmented mold that allowed you to build the tire very differently. And that was the big difference.
This has been Jeff Stearns, Connected Through Cars.